Please pause for a moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
This week, we continue to bring awareness to teen dating violence.
And for all of you disappointed Super Bowl fans, you won't want to miss this week's weekly update.
So tune in. This is NHSTV.
It's almost time for Bye Bye Birdie to hit the stage. The first show will be tomorrow at 7 p.m., followed by Friday and Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 2. Tickets are $7 for students and $10 for adults. Make sure to come out to the Pack one of these 4 days because this is a production that you won't want to miss.
For anyone interested in wanting to be a cheerleader or mascot for next year, there will be a mandatory parent and candidate meeting on Monday, February 24th at 6 p.m. in the lecture hall. It is imperative that you attend the meeting if you wish to try out. If you have any questions, you can visit the NHS Cheer page or contact Coach Tatum in room 2103.
And now we continue our week of teen dating violence awareness with another public service announcement.
John, where were you? I called you 7 times and you were at the mall with Jessica? How do you think that makes me feel? I don't even know how I put up with you. You're so dumb. I don't even know what to do with you anymore.
I don't know why I stick around with you.
You got your... Look at me, okay?
I'm over this because you're just so dumb and I don't know why I stay with you.
It just makes me feel so terrible that you're such a terrible person.
Violence is not a sign of affection. If you need help, call 512-267-SAFE.
1 in 3 teens report being in an abusive relationship. Violence is not a sign of affection. Remember, Texans, if love hurts, it isn't love.
For those of you that weren't too impressed with the Super Bowl this year, I know a guy who has a tip or two you can relate to. Here's your double dose of Devin on this week's weekly update.
This is the weekly update. I'm Devin Fortenberry, and it's time for some news. First order of business, NHSTV has gone live, and we even have a new set. Well, everyone except Devin. Big shot business executive, aka Mr. Raw, says to me last week, "Devin, we're gonna move everyone to the new set. Everyone except you." Well, the joke's on you, Mr. Raw, because I wanted to stay here. This set is my rock. Oh, well, I guess sports is gonna be here too. That joke's not that funny now. A couple in Iowa got married this past weekend, but the strange thing about their love for each other is that they both of them love something more than each other. Bacon. That's right. Both decided to get married at the Bacon Festival in Iowa, with the husband commenting, "She's second only to bacon." America at its finest. You know, I'm totally okay with this, just as long as someone brings home the bacon. So this past Sunday, millions around the world bared witness to the most boring game of football I've experienced. Here to comment, my good friend, Tony. Hey, Tony, how have you been?
I've been great. How about yourself?
Well, I've been really good, actually.
Who cares about that? Let's talk some football.
All right.
So I have some tips for the NFL and how they do this Super Bowl shindig. Tip number 1, make sure your commercials are actually funny. The people want funny, not weird commercials where I have to sit there and think. I'm watching football, for crying out loud. Don't get me wrong, those heartwarming commercials are sweet. Like that dog and the horse, adorable. But it needs to be predominantly funny. I'm not wrong in this one. Tip number 2, tone down on all the analysis hoopla. I mean, no one predicted the Seahawks winning the game 43-8, so why are we paying these guys to ramble? They don't know nothing. Tip number 3, Have those media guys and press with all the big cameras and whatnot keep a little distance from the players and coaches. I saw a guy shoving a giant camera in Peyton's face saying, "Hey, Peyton, can I get a better shot of your misery?" I mean, holy cow, give the guy a break. He just had one of the worst games of his career, and it was witnessed by everybody in the world. And that's all I got. Football is the best sport in the world, right behind baseball and my Bronx Bombers. Hey.
Thanks, Tony. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little rant by Tony. He has been complaining all week about Sunday, so I told him he could do a little spiel on my show. That's all we have today. Have a great day, Texans, and may the good news be with you.
Thanks, Tony. Your tips are always appreciated.
Congratulations to all the athletes that signed this morning. We know you will represent Northwest well and do great things.
This month is Black History Month, and tomorrow we spotlight a woman who took a stand for equality.
From the only news show that's all in, this has been NHSTV.